Hello and welcome back for Game 1 of our second semifinal here in Richmond, Virginia at the 2019 Major League Quidditch Championships. I'm Ethan Stern bringing you a call alongside Noah Schwartz. We had a great Game 1 with New York upsetting the Austin Outlaws. I'm expecting more of the same in terms of exciting Quidditch here between the Boston Knight Riders and the San Antonio Soldados.
Yeah, we'll see. We didn't see a lot of half-court sets from San Antonio in day one.
We didn't see many of them from Boston either.
No, we did not. I think the beating game is going to be really important. Who can create more fast breaks? Who can get out in transition? Who can fly faster?
Yep. Obviously, Boston Knight Riders, their big overnight addition, the return of Teddy Costa, who could not make the games yesterday, is in the starting lineup here today. He's the key part of their first line.
Yeah, what do you think he'll add today for them?
I mean, he was their #1 ball distributor all season. In this first line, he's the pivot that it moves through.
Connor McIntyre able to pick it right off the jump. He's still going. He runs over one tackler. He can't quite make the floater. That's talk about when he's going to want back.
Yeah, but
and out of position, Jake Archibald wasn't going to be able to get there. You're not going to see that very much from him. He's very well positioned keeper. Does a lot of stuff with the hoops.
If he used his legs though to propel that shot, he would have come off broom. He didn't really have much of a choice in the matter.
So Costa, as you said, back on the starting lineup.
Yeah. Nesta and Dillman, their usual starting beater lineup. This is the full first line that we see regularly from Boston for the first time this weekend. Going against Daniel Williams in the beater game and Ryan Araki in the beater game. So 2-male beater set early from San Antonio with bludger control.
And the Soldados have bludger control. Boston working around the back of the hoops.
Okay.
Costa choosing to attack now. It's a bounce pass to Archibald. He's going to get beat out immediately. It was a poor decision there.
It was a great beat by Dan Williams, though, too. That's a long beat to make against a small chaser. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about this Boston team struggle sometimes in the half court. That's kind of the story of San Antonio, too. Does that mean San Antonio, just to keep Boston low on the scoreboard, wants to turn into a game of half courts, even though they struggle scoring as well? We will see. As San Antonio is now a standard set as well, with Chris De La Fuente and Stewart in the game.
De La Fuente working hard on Dillman. Going to clear out Costa here. That's going to leave Langonas open.
Sanchez is in the
See
lane.
if Sanchez can find him. He shoots. He cannot score.
Yeah, that's a shot you want back.
Yeah, maybe a look there to Langonas.
Yeah. I think the shot was fine. I mean, you can't cover all of them. Nasta gets bludger control back early.
Quickly gets bludger control back. Dillman's going to be the one. That ball's going to go back to the Soldados. Looks like they called Nasta not clear.
Yeah, and Nasta manipulated that bludger after he was beat, so it becomes a San Antonio ball.
Pass out to Grace Das-2. It's going to go back to Archibald.
Yeah, I mean, this Boston first line struggles to run sometimes against bludger control, and so far they haven't been able to get it back.
Big beat there from Dillman is going to leave Archibald a little unprotected. Goes back to Costa. He's going to find a shot.
Sparsa all over.
Yeah, good beating there. Nice beating with your feet from San Antonio.
You say as Chris De La Fuente chased down a missed beat like all the way off across the cop flag.
Did he miss that one?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, okay.
Sparsa goes streaming down the right wing, but Luke Langonas and Luis Sanchez just want to work on the top.
Okay, he's got to be there. He does get there. It's a long pass. He's not able to bring it in. Dillman able there to clean it up. It's going to get put out. Nice little play there from Nasta to control it.
Yeah, cute plays there from Miguel with the kick and with Nasta with the beater.
And now they do have bludger control. Now Archibald's going to be running. He's going to keep running. He's going to find nice passes to Dash, she's going to put through. That's what you're looking to see.
That is what Boston's first line wants to do every play of every game ever. Early 10-0 lead here for Boston. For San Antonio got here in a tough 3-game series against Indianapolis. Yeah, last night they were the last ones on the field. Won a very tight one on a snitch grab.
Nice block there from Nasta.
Boston.
He's looking to put pressure on the ball. Costa's going with him. It's all the way back. That's going to be the reset. Costa's going to play back.
Yeah.
Nice block there to get the reset going.
Still can't get bludger control off of Nasta and Dillman.
And now they're going to be able to press here. The beater is behind, the Soldados beater is behind the Boston hoops.
Langonas, though, smartly had barely started walking up the field. Langonas is milking this walk-up for all it's worth, but his beater still can't deliver.
Oh,
almost
a beat there from Nasta. He's going to throw, and that is a beat.
He had dropped it off to Esparza, though. And an open Brooke Willett, that would have been a goal, except I think they're going to say he dropped it afterwards. Yeah, so Boston in their quarterfinal took on the League C Legends. A really tough game one that was back and forth. Then they showed their dominance in game two to advance.
Boston still with bludger control. Costa looking to run. He's going to find some space. He's going to make a nice tackle by Sanchez. He's going to give it up. He's not able to. Esparza is going to jump on some nice defense there from the chaser game.
Yeah, Esparza almost bobbled that one. Had to dive on top of it. Yeah, I mean, this team can be physical when they want to. They didn't show it necessarily that much yesterday. But their first line, to be sure, and they do have that big line they play in their second or third line, kind of their heavy hitters.
And that might be a swat from 00. Yep, that's gonna be a illegal swat. It's gonna be a blue card for Teddy Costa.
Big quaffle player power play though. Power plays were not San Antonio's strength yesterday by any means. They've got the ball handlers though to take advantage of this. You just need to swing it and swing it. You need to get Mulcahy out of position, and then you've just got Dastu and 3 chasers.
Mulcahy beat out. Looks like it's going to be Langenus with the ball. Dishes to Sanchez. Dastu's going to be looking to point him. He's going to back up, survey the options. The Boston Beaters really killing this power play. Great play from Dillman and Nasta here.
Yeah, I mean, when Dillman and Nasta are so hard to get budget control off of. So you saw them struggle a little bit when they didn't have it. Ever since they've gotten it, it's been all Boston. Oh,
a pass, but that ball did not go through.
Oof. A big miss there from Brooke Willett.
Tough break. We'll see Boston is still going to run, even when man down.
Yeah, that's the only speed they know how to go at. Meanwhile, Ryan Naraki almost gets punch control off of Mario Nasta. Nasta's going to sub out for Havlin. Leanne will sub it out for Luizu.
And Boston successfully able to kill that penalty.
Yep, so this is the second beater set from Boston, the Max Havlin Luizu line. Still first line, though, in the Quaffle game.
And Archibald just get very content. Now Costa very content to sit behind his 2 beaters and let them clear things out for him. He's deep. That's a lot of Naraki's sitting a little bit deep in the zone here.
Yeah, they're kind of playing a little bit of a hoop zone, though, so there's no shot because of that. Oh, great block down by Miguel Esparza. He went flying across the hoops. Good defense again here from San Antonio.
Yeah, in the half-court set, they've been good so far.
Yeah, very bend, don't break of them.
Still only 10-0. Boston the Soldados giving them a game. Should be 10-10 if not for the missed goal right in front.
Yeah, a couple missed shots too, right?
Mm-hmm. And a shot there from Esparza that goes wide.
Oof. So both keepers exchange shots towards each other.
Havlin's going to make a beat on Naraki that's going to give Boston bludgeoning control back. Oh no, it's not a beat. And on the other end,
transition goals. Name of the day.
and Esparza gets wrapped up at half field.
So Esparza is saying that he walked up to that quaffle as the keeper, and this is a move that Miguel likes to do, off of his broom. And then you can just pick it up and walk it back to your keeper zone, tap in back there.
And what he's saying is after he picked it up, they tackled him.
Right, which they can't because he's not a legal player yet.
And a nice pass and finish there from Archibald and Mulcahy behind the hoops. Now this Zoo and Havlin line hasn't had bludgeon control for a while. They've struggled a little bit. Naraki's been giving them some problems.
Yeah, they've only had a short shift so far yet. All right, so I think he's going to get the call. Esparza says I'm off broom, so I can't start the play there. So no call on the play. Kind of how Miguel Esparza likes to play the game. He likes to really find the technicalities in it. But now Connor McIntyre comes in for him. Langlanais still hasn't come off the pitch. I think we'll see a lot of minutes out of Langlanais today. Win now in.
Here's Vallejo.
Sorry, Vallejo.
That's John Vallejo. Costa's going to take a shot at him. Can't get there.
Stewart misses a beat.
A nice fake by Vallejo. He's going to shoot. He's not going to score, but Langlanais is behind the hoops ready.
He loves to uncork one. Oh, he finds
back to Melissa Kite, who can't get there. Costa able to bring it in. Nice little play there by Costa.
1-1-1.
Now they're going to run on one. Langlanais is behind him. He doesn't see him. Now he sees him.
San Antonio is going to regret some of these missed opportunities. They could easily have 2 or 3 goals.
And a nice jump over there by Mulcahy. Mulcahy makes a great move. He's unable to score. That hoop was dislodged.
Vallejo went flying through that hoop in the process. Cantor has no interest in a call, though.
Yeah, great play there to dodge the beat by Cahill. Unable to finish after Soldados swarmed the hoop.
Literally swarmed the hoop.
And Boston gets blood control back. Now we see Reyes subbing in the game for the Soldados.
Yep, Dan Williams had a good first shift in with Jess Markle in the beater game.
Melissa Kite back in the game. As is Connor McIntyre, but at keeper.
Okay, he beat out.
McIntyre back over to Reyes. He's unable to handle it.
Yeah, that's a bad pass from McIntyre. No excuse for that. This is going to be a goal the other way. And
Archibald's going to get the ball. That's not a shot. That ball's going to go back to him. It was after the whistle.
Yeah, he knew. He wasn't actually shooting that ball.
Just like in basketball, you'll see players shoot the ball after the whistle goes.
He really just did it so if he made it, he could brag about it later. But yeah, really inexperienced decision there from McIntyre, missing that pass on Reyes. That's just a horizontal pass. It's something you should be able to do in your sleep. And it should, if there's no call, it's probably going to be going the other way because I don't think anybody's getting a hand of catch here on the wing there.
So they're calling Teddy Costa beat before the pass, so he wasn't able to recover that ball, and it is going to be the Soldados' ball.
Wow, big loss of a fast break opportunity there for Boston. And a possession for that matter. Budget control, though, still with Boston, even with the awful turnover. A lot of budget control for Boston.
Now, Catch is going to take her turn at the point on Connor McIntyre. Okay, he'll step to Vallejo. Haviland looking to work Markle. Trade of beats. No, they're going to say he wasn't beat. Now we're going to find pressure from the Boston team. McIntyre is going to get beat. It's going to be a turnover. Archibald's going to run. Melissa Kite trying to chase him down. It's going to be a nice pass there to Teddy Costa, who's going to put it in with a slam.
Max Haviland obviously created that play. Beat Jess Markle before she even got the ball out of her hand.
There was a beater in the way.
And after the beat was able to put pressure on the ball, force the turnover, and then it's Boston going the other way. And that's what Haviland does. That's what he's done his entire career.
Yeah, you know, Haviland got a week with almost all of the, with Jess Markle, with Dan Williams, and with Brian Naraki at Team USA training camp. You gotta imagine he absorbed all of their tendencies over the course of that week.
And now there is a trade of beats. Luluzu's going to work to retain bludgeon control. The ball's over on the right. Ray is not able to get it. Archibald's going to pick it up. He's going to absolutely look to run.
But yeah, the passing's looked a lot sloppier since the second line came into the game from San Antonio.
It's a no-blitter situation. Now he takes off. He's going to get beat out there, Vallejo, and it's an easy goal.
Let's go, Jake.
And that might be they're not going to call it.
40-0 now the score. Boston's really starting to open up a comfortable lead.
And it's been the beaters here for Boston. It's going to be a timeout Soldados.
Yeah, they're going to have to discuss it.
So it's been the beating game here from Boston that's really opened everything up.
Yeah, total budget control. And then again, but San Antonio's first line was at least hanging in with it. Even if they couldn't really make anything happen offensively, they were playing good defense. They were being patient. The second line's just been sloppy. 2 of the last goals have come off on just passes that were inexcusably missed that allowed Boston to run the other way. We'll see how long they stay out of their first line, which again was more effective in that game. And also on Boston's side, I mean, they haven't switched out of their first line for yet. Drake Archibald has not come off the field yet. So we'll see when that change gets made.
And there's been a lot of success, but the beaters, like I said, have really been the engine of this team. They've shown a couple of lines here. Do you think they'll go deeper into depth? Do you think they'll just keep it top 2?
I think if they get comfortably ahead, you could see deeper. These 2 lines have been the core of the Boston Knight Riders for 5 years now. They know that. They're not stupid about these kind of things. They're going to make decisions they need to make personnel-wise. I mean, at some point, if they get really comfortable against the San Antonio team, sure, you got to think about the fact that you need to play a finals against one of 2 very, very good teams.
And still a second game against San Antonio.
Exactly, of course.
And we're just at the 9.5-minute mark.
Oh, okay.
We'll restart the game here with Kieran Collier at beater for Boston.
I guess that answers our question then.
We are going to see the third beating line from Boston here. It's going to be Kieran Collier and Dolan, Ashley Dolan. Soldados with the quaffle, Boston with bludgeon control. Now we're going to see a bigger line here from the Soldados. They like to go to this line for defensive purposes. It's going to be Garrison at keeper, Tim Wynn, who had a great day one, 21, and 69.
We don't see all that much either.
Now Greenhouse is in the game, and Cole. Greenhouse makes a tackle. Big beat there from Del Fuente.
Oh, Tim Wynn takes one right in the face from Kieran Collier after the play there.
Over there on the sidelines. Oh, he's on
Ref's getting this sorted out on the field. Garrison's going to be off broom. It's going to be Boston's ball. Still with bludger control. Justin Cole looking to get open behind the defense. Logan Zahn's going to be trying to track it back. I imagine that Archibald's looking to use Cole as a dummy here to pull Logan Zahn away from the middle of the field.
Exasperated head coach Miguel Esparza scrambles back to the sidelines.
And Garrison is going to be off broom here. And yeah, Archibald's just going to take it down the field. Before the play, he shouted at Justin Cole, and that drew Logan Zahn's attention. Logan Zahn never went to the ball as he was supposed to as the last guy back. Good heads-up play there from Archibald.
Marco's able to create a bludger control, and I think a no bludger situation here, because Collier's beat two. Can San Antonio finally capitalize? They do.
And that's what San Antonio's great at. It's all fast break for San Antonio. They need to create these havoc situations with no bludgers, and they're going to be able to put up points that way.
So we saw Austin get into trouble by going really deep in their depth when they couldn't get into their lines. Here we see Boston away from their top two beater lines. Suddenly they've given up their first goal. Suddenly they've given up bludger control. How long will they stay in this set if things start going the wrong direction?
Yeah, and we're seeing it's a third chase line out there too for Boston. And that bludger's going to go off pitch. Opportunity here for Boston. That goal's going to be no good. Nice little tip there from Garrison with the hoops. And it's still Soldados bludger control.
Yeah, De La Fuente out of the play, but it was just Marco's beating in the middle. He was able to get the job done. She subs back out for Stewart here. 50-10 the score.
Collier beat out. Garrison's going to make a move on that beat out.
Let's go, Tyler.
Nice defense there from Beckman. Wynn's going to give him a pick. Wynn's going to roll. Wynn's going to be open.
He hits that shot.
And Garrison hits the shot.
Yeah. And I think Boston will get bludger control back here. But a quick little 20-0 run here from San Antonio.
And this Boston third line does seem a little overmatched versus the Soldados third line.
But again, they haven't gotten to play against, their first two lines get to play against only with bludger control. That hasn't been their lot in life so far. Also, Beckman spent all of day one playing with the first line. Now he's playing with the third line. Oh, his shot is denied easily there by Wynn, who gives it a little wave off. All the bludgers currently on the Boston side.
And a nice kick beat there from Stewart. A miss beat from Collier. Collier's going to chase that down. Boston's beaters are in disarray.
And so, they're going to lose bludger control off of this. That was a heck of a kick beat there from Stewart.
Yeah, great play there from Stewart.
So what do you think? Are these top teams getting too cute in their lines right now against teams that they should know are very good?
I think that's clearly the case for Boston here. They need to take this third line off. They're having a terrible shift so far. And it's inexcusable. The lack of communication there between the two beaters to have them both chasing one ball is really the problem there.
This is a no-bludger situation that would make it 50-30 after they dominated so thoroughly to make it 50-0. In the course of about 2 minutes, it's 50-30.
And it's been the Soldados third line that's been able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, they've been huge all weekend. They were huge against Indy in Game 3 as well when they got off to a slow start. Nice screen by Wynn. Oh, I love the pick and roll there, but Garrison didn't see it.
Let's go, Tyler.
Nice play from Tyler Beckman.
Huge defense there from Beckman.
Let's go.
It's a big possession there.
Chris Del Fuente, though, is having his way with these Boston beaters. He didn't even need to throw that beat at that point. He could just throw it back to his teammate. He does lose bludger control. A little too aggressive. Now we go to the fourth line beaters.
Beckman looks a little lost at midfield. Gonna
Jesse
give up the
Knowlton
catcher.
and Serena Monteiro. Knowlton takes one out on Stewart, creating no bludger situation. Beckman has no interest in trying to go through Garrison.
Pass out to Cole. Now it's Knowlton and Montero for Boston.
San Antonio's happy to be very condensed defensively.
And we haven't seen a whole lot of looks, especially on this third line. And a nice...
Oh, I think Wynn stopped that. Wynn kept that from going through the hoop. What a save.
What a great defensive play from Tillman. He's been huge all week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So from this third line, we haven't seen a lot of fast breaking. We haven't seen a lot of attack from lateral positions. It's been a lot of trying to go right at the Soldados, and they're running into a wall. Almost catch there. Boston's going to maintain control. Montero's going to try and get to the ball. Wrapped up there by Harry Greenhouse. Montero's going to clean it up.
And now here's that fast break that we want to see from Boston.
Wynn can't stop him. And a nice shot there from the keeper, number 33.
Yeah. Peter doing the right thing there, trying to fake the pass out from him. He said, fake a pass out of me, I'll just shoot. So 60-20, Boston kills the run.
And we're going to see a line change from Soldados. Esparza's going to come in.
And Naraki and Marco as well.
Greenhouse at point. Big hit, big pick there from Wynn. Esparza's going to pass. It's going to go nowhere. Cole's going to pick it off right away.
Naraki's going to do a dangerous pressure here. And lose budget control for his trouble.
Great beat from Serena Montero.
But also a poor play from
Poor
Naraki.
decision.
Also, I like the addition of Harry Greenhouse in this depth line just to give a little more experience.
Yeah. He looks much more comfortable with the quaffle.
Yeah. A big block there from Esparza, though, who's been big all game defensively.
And a rebound there for Boston. It's going to be a tackle from behind, possibly. The whistle might have happened before.
Yeah.
Whistle might have happened before.
I think the tackle was fine. Yeah, I think there was just a beat before somewhere along the way. Or maybe a keeper ball that he got the ball knocked out of his hand.
So Esparza's going to have the ball here.
I think 6-1. Maybe 6-2. 6-1 or 6-2.
6-2.
So Knowlton's going to be an upbeater here. Montero behind. Knowlton's going to make a great beat. He's going to force some action. He's got to get back into play, but now he can go right at... We're going to get a whistle here on Logan Zahn.
I think he's going to be charging a player without the possession of the quaffle or illegal pick.
And it's going to be a yellow card for Zahn.
Also going to be a quaffle turnover. And I don't think... Naraki actually might be able to cover up this fast break from the wing here.
He's got a good angle on it. Greenhouse should come charging in behind him as Naraki goes to ball.
We're at the 15-minute mark here. 60-20, a low-scoring affair all around.
Yeah, it's been a long shift from this third line. They subbed out, but they put Greenhouse on it. I think we would like to see Boston get back into their top two lines, and that's going to be a nice beat from Knowlton here. It's going to create a no-bludger situation, and a bad pass that Boston's unable to track down.
No, I don't think that's a turnover for you guys, though. I think they still get it.
I believe Skur tried to knock it off of the keeper, but keepers do have the ability to swat a ball out of bounds and keep possession. Naraki made the big play there because he did see the beat from Knowlton coming and he was able to throw it back to Markle, so she was still a one beater in the defense. But more stout defense from this San Antonio team. Been the story so far this morning because they haven't done much offensively.
I would love to see someone actually do that.
Esparza walking the ball up. Looks like a trade of beats there.
Which means budget control stay with Boston.
Another trade. That might be a nice beat there from
Knowlton.
Knowlton.
Only hit Justin Cole. Oh no, it did hit
Greenhouse. The bludgers are split. Greenhouse going to try and go right through the middle of them.
Oh, and the ball hits the ground and he finishes. Greenhouse never saw that beat coming. He's lucky it was missed.
And Nasta is going to come back in the game now, as is Dillman.
And they'll do it with budget control, which has really been the story. $70-20 now the score at the 16-minute mark.
Brooke Willett coming back in the game for the Soldados.
Of course, this is a game that could still swing on a snitch grab.
And Skur still in at keeper for Boston. Cole on the wing. Greenhouse at point. Now Sanchez, McIntyre, and Langhouse back in. It's going to be the Soldados' first line. With Markle and Naraki at beater. It's going to be a bad pass there. Greenhouse unable to handle it cleanly. Pass it back to Skura. Skura wants to run. Naraki's in front of him. We'll see if we see the pass behind the hoops. Is going to hit the hoop. Cole's going to pick it up. It's still a no-bludger situation. Back to Skura up top. Skura's going to find a hoop. Skura's going to score. So nice heads up play there from Skura to find the open man.
Yep, and transition goals. That's the difference of having their more settled top beater lines. They're always ready to run. The real issue, though, is that San Antonio just hasn't gotten anything going forward offensively.
Yeah, they've been bad in the fast break, and when the other team scores, you can't run a fast break going the other way. So as these fast breaks come and the goals pile up for Boston, it allows them to set their defense as well.
They're also always playing against the two bludger set. The bludger control has to be 80 to 85% so far for Boston.
Absolutely. A nice dodge there from Nasa, and that's going to be a lot of pressure. He's going to drop the ball right there. Cole's going to pick it up. He's going to score. Just all too easy there for Boston.
And now this game's starting to get away from San Antonio. I don't know if... I mean, I think their quaffle game could obviously hang with Boston's, but I don't know if they have an answer for the beater game. Yeah. It's been so one-sided.
The only line that had... there has been one spot of trouble there. It's been that third beater line for Boston.
But Boston has no reason to ever leave their top two lines if they really feel they have to.
Right.
And their top two lines are probably at like 95% bludger control.
McIntyre's going to attack here.
San Antonio does finally have bludger control here. San Antonio's in that very cavalry ball-esque 3 top, 1 bottom set.
Nice play there from Nasta. He's going to come up.
What was that pass? Stewart attempted to pass the ball.
And a pass to nowhere from Langunas.
Yeah, and things are falling apart in a hurry. Stewart attempts a 10-foot beat on Mario Nasta, which nobody ever lands.
And pass it to Skura. Skura's going to get hit. He's going to get wrapped up. Big hit there.
McIntyre and Skura, both members of the Developmental Academy, good friends, but that was a hell of a hit.
Nice hit there. And that ball's going to go in from Skura.
Skura making sure to show everyone he wasn't phased by the hit.
And this game's 120 at the 19-minute mark. Going to be one more minute until the 20-minute timeout.
The first time we see 17 in for San Antonio.
Another beat dodge there, and it's going to be more pressure from Boston.
They had to use a reset there as well.
Absolutely eating up these Boston players. Absolutely eating up these Soldado beaters.
Langones beat there.
Mayer's going to take it. Mayer's going to run. She's going to find a pass to Cole across the hoops, and Cole's great assist there for the team.
Great job by Mayer absorbing the contact and keeping her hand free to make the pass. This Boston team is feeding on themselves right now. They love the momentum of a dominant shift. Mario Nasta looks very confident on the pitch right now.
And it's still Skura and Cole out there. Boston's going to be well rested.
Cole, I think, is just bleeding a little bit out of his nose, so he just needs to take a stop.
Beckman coming back in for Boston.
Yeah, interesting choice because Beckman has been one of their better seekers this season. And we are past the 19-minute mark, I believe.
We're in 1952. This will probably be the last possession. Dillman and Nasta still with control. Dillman looking to beat out Willett. Dillman coming back into the play. Another great dodge there from Nasta. He's going to be allowed to apply pressure. Missed beat from Nasta. Mayer's going to look to make the hit. Beckman brings him down. Greenhouse behind the hoops is working on another misbeat from Dillman. And Garrison misses the shot. Skura picks it up, but there's a whistle. That was last possession. A few misbeats there. Nothing major.
No. Boston can be nothing but happy with how they played in this game.
Yeah,
they're a team that runs on their beaters, and they ran on their beaters.
Yeah, it was a dominating performance from most of the lines here.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this really being a matchup between the young beaters and the older beaters. I mean, these are a bunch of college beaters who are kind of making their names against two of the most veteran, dominant beating sets in the world, in Max Havlin-Luzu and Mario Nasta and Leanne Dillman. And the elder veterans have definitely held form so far today. Completely one-sided, dominated them in a way that really Austin wasn't able to early in the season. Definitely not in the way that anybody else has really been able to deal with San Antonio so far this year. And now they just want to put the finishing touches on, get into their second game. If they could put in 2 dominant shifts to get into the finals, they would have a massive advantage over whoever's coming out of the other semifinal, because that's a dogfight right now over there.
Yeah, the other semifinal looks like it's gonna I imagine we'll be in for 3 really good games.
Yeah.
So, just a quick announcement. If you tweet and engage with some of our Twitter contents, hashtag MLQ Championships, we're giving away spike ball sets and Starbucks gift cards. So there's going to be some trivia out there. Answer the trivia questions right, you'll be answered in the raffle.
Yep, and the key is tweeting the hashtag MLQ Championships.
That's hashtag MLQ Championships.
Thank you, Noah. Appreciate the product placement. So yeah, directly after this one, we'll be moving back into Austin versus New York Game 2, with New York leading that series 1-0. Not a game you want to miss. What do you think Austin needs to change?
Well, so to say that it was such a close game, to say they need to change, it's not quite the same dominant team that we saw. I think New York really gave them hell. I think New York played better on the 50-50 balls. You saw some situations where Hagag was able to kind of weasel his way out, find a pass that he probably shouldn't have.
For sure.
So maybe a little bit more hustle, but I expect there to be somewhat of a letdown from New York. If you give your best shot to a team like that, I think that Austin is going to be able to rebound comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of saw that when San Antonio gave Indy its best shot right out the gates yesterday evening, and Indy was able to come back with two much better performances. And like we said, that Austin team has not faced competition basically since they faced the Soldados all the way back in June. They might have just needed a wake-up call of a competitive game.
Absolutely. I expect we'll see much crisper performance from Austin.
Are you operating? 180 is the set score. I believe 110-20 is the score. So a long hill for San Antonio to climb at this point.
And Greg Bento's going to get the start at seeker for Boston.
It's Logan's on.
It's going to be Logan's on for the Soldados.
Cody Kiefer of the Rochester Whiteouts is going to be our snitch.
And we're going to see the beater pair of Havlin and Zoo for snitch on pitch, but they're obviously going to stay with the offense.
So San Antonio has shifted Cassie Reinhold into seeker, which means they're going to be able to put an extra male player into the Quaffle game.
Score a little dish to Beckman. Going to be met by Daniel Williams. Steichoff in the back.
Good knockdown there by Willett. Kite's going to sub out here. And it will be interesting to see if they get some success with two male beater sets down the stretch here, if we see more two male beater sets out of San Antonio in Game 2. It's not like they lack for female chasers. Brooke Willett and Mel Kite are both very talented female chasers.
And that might be what they need to do going into the next game to reassert some control in this series.
Garrison towing the line there and is forced to throw a pass that Athena Mayer easily covers up. Havlin and Zoo, currently the beater pair, in for Boston, but they do not have bludger control.
And both teams are going to keep their beaters in the Quaffle game and let the Seekers give the Seekers some free reign out there with the snitch. As they can, obviously they'll beat them out.
Daniel Williams honestly just looks like he wants to create havoc. I don't know what he wants to specifically beat right now.
Archibald back in, going to slow the pace down for Boston.
Well, they know they've got the advantage in the Seeker game right now, as long as the beaters are staying in the Quaffle game, right? And as long as Cassie Reinhold is in, as opposed to one of their main.
And now Greenhouse is going to have plenty of time with the snitch. He's subbed in at Seeker. Nice goal there from Boston.
Yeah, nice half-court look there from Boston, right? We haven't seen a lot of those. Max Havlin is forced out of bounds, which means it's going to be.
Havlin going to apply some pressure to the ball here. Logan Zahn going to cover up. Greenhouse getting close there. And this two-male set's been able to gain some bludger control here for the Soldados. That's nice to see. They're definitely going to consider that going into the next game.
Because bludger control is what they were missing more than anything in this game.
And that's what gave Boston their biggest advantage. Now a nice play there from Steichoff to knock the ball down.
Still having a lot of trouble manufacturing offense. 2 beaters or one or none. Cristo Fuente just levels Luizu there.
Misbeat there from Havlin's going to let them reek. And a push out there by Zahn.
Good play there by San Antonio. Good D.
Again, our set score here is 180. It's currently 120-20.
Oh, San Antonio almost wasted a reset there, but it'll be fine.
Vallejo on the ball up top. And now on offense, it looks like they are marking Greenhouse with a bludger.
Well, it's always with bludger control, right?
Yes.
I think they're going to say Crystal Fuente got that beat off before Tay Costa threw it away, so just stay with San Antonio. But again, going towards the hoop, San Antonio can't get anything going.
Especially in the half-court side. That's been their struggle all weekend, right?
Yeah.
I do like to see this spurt of bludger control force the Soldados. I think it's going to really help them in the next game if they're able to maintain it.
One. Reset has to be used.
So our referee has said that San Antonio's already used their reset, and that's going to be the second reset, and so the ball's going to go to Boston.
But I believe Costa would have had that possession halfway through that and that would have been the use of the first reset. But we will see. It's going to be called second reset. Ref's trying to make sure they get the call right. Andrew Canto in the white pants, head ref in this one. But yeah, I gotta say that it's telling that San Antonio still can't make any offense here, even though they've had bludger control, even though they're literally playing up a Quaffle player.
Yeah,
Player
it seems that they're using when they run an offense, they're using one of their beaters in the seeker game to keep Boston off the snitch.
But that shouldn't be enough to restrict them from being at all efficient in the.
And now it's going to be Beckman in at seeker for Boston.
Beckman, who is just so aggressive in his seeking.
Archibald looking for a shot. Archibald, nice long-range shot there. Sorting out bludgers here.
Yeah. Both seekers over there were engaged with the snitch, and neither one wanted to make the first moves to allow the other, so they were both standing there, and Cody's like, someone gonna come at me at some point?
Right, obviously making the first move, causing the snitch
to turn away from you,
towards you and away from you and towards your opponent.
Was going to give Beckman some time. Oh, Beckman's all the way on the back of Kiefer right now.
Daniel Williams going to come in and make that beat here.
Yeah, he's got to, because Beckman's getting real close.
So Spar's up top of the ball, marked by Costa. He gets around Costa easily. Stakov is going to... We've got Costa going to make the hit on Vallejo. Vallejo gets out of it. Zahn with the ball now. Step 2 by Das 2. Costa's going to close on Das 2. Costa's going to close on Zahn. Ball's going to pop out, go to Brooke Willett. Nice play there for Vallejo to Willett.
There's a scrummy play there, right there. It's got to be San Antonio's first goal in 15 minutes, though. Bento back in now at seeker. Wouldn't be surprised if Boston just tries to end this one on points.
Yeah, Cody Kiefer's given these seekers a little bit of trouble here. We'll see if that plays out if he ends up snitching in a later series.
I mean, Trudeau also gave the seekers trouble. I think the advantage of being able to bump up the snitch options even more with the eliminated teams really goes a long way in affecting the quality of the officiating.
If you're Boston, you'd really like to see a catch from one of your three guys, right, going forward.
Yeah, because you also don't want to be wasting energy at this point.
Esparza here with the ball, probing on Costa. Esparza gets deep. Nice pass to Vallejo. Vallejo puts it through. That's the kind of offense you'd like to see.
Yeah, and I feel like this jump pitch has been good confidence builder for San Antonio. They looked a lot better though. Costa's going to take an open shot.
He readjusts here and takes a shot on the top hoop, but it goes over.
Felt a little forced. Once he had to readjust there, and the beater was closing on him, he was never going to have a good chance. I would have been fine with him just throwing it back. I guess you're right. Hold almost had a grab there for San Antonio.
And the Soldados still with bludger control. It's been a nice spell of bludger control for them.
Cass is going to pick up a yellow card.
One blue, one yellow. Hey, what is it? Sparky, Tucky? One blue, one yellow for me.
Sparta throws a bounce pass there. And it works.
Now, again, Esparza to Vallejo, creating some offense for the Soldados. You're right, it has been nice. I think this is good, definitely a nice confidence boost here for the Soldados with the Snitch on pitch.
Yeah, running half-court offense, actually having some bludger control. And again, it'll be interesting to see if
They switch that two-male set going
because
forward.
it's gotten them consistent bludger control for the last 5 minutes. Just might get pushed out of bounds here.
Mulcahy going to look back to Catcher behind the hoops.
A nice shove there by Vallejo to force a turnover.
It's Greenhouse back in the game. It's Seeker.
And you know, at 130-50, at some point, Boston might actually need to catch the Snitch because San Antonio just grabs it. Just 2 goals for Boston since the 20-minute timeout. The time is 27-11 right now. So just 2 goals in the last 7.5 minutes.
And Dylan misses the beat, but able to track it down. No, if she's not able to track down, that's going to be a turnover and bludger possession. We saw it was a really sterling performance by Boston. They slip a little bit here with the Snitch on pitch. Esparza able to dump it off behind the hoops. Vallejo across the hoops. That's a pass that goes too high. Esparza tracks it down. Nice hustle from Esparza. Dillman having a tough shift here, missing another beat.
Yeah, catcher goes down there hard. Yeah, I mean, the one thing we've seen in the past give these Boston sets trouble is 2-male beater sets. New York used to run some against them a lot. I remember one year it was Mike Madonna and Devin Lee who got parity with them in a series where they played a snitch range game. They did end up losing it. And definitely, like you said, a lot better from San Antonio over the last few minutes.
And now we're going to see Beckman give it a go again for Boston. We'll see if his second shift is better here.
He didn't get that many tries in the first shift, I would say. Because he's definitely getting the closest of any of their seekers.
You know, energetic, and like you said, long, but doesn't have quite the polish that a Bento or Greenhouse has.
Oh, Archibald throws over the hoop there. Solid hoop defense from Mel Kite.
Yeah, and just, you know, a bubble over the goals here for Boston.
Scores through the second time.
Esparza did touch that ball before half court, so he kicked it forward, and then that was his first touch. He was able to pick it up.
Yeah, I've seen him meg a couple people with that kick.
Nice heads-up play there from Esparza. And it's good to see a goal go through for Boston.
Yeah. Because again, it is about energy levels, right? You don't want to commit too much energy to a game that you should have in hand.
Mm-hmm. A long pass there. Cole's going to meet Sanchez. He's going to get wrapped up. He's going to bring Sanchez down. That was a pass Esparza didn't have to make.
And Rocky misses a beat there on Nasta. But De La Fuente has the beat on
And
Nasta.
a nice play from De La Fuente. That's going to be...
It is going to be a goal the other way, though. Oh, Rocky almost hit Mulcahy from across the field. Well, it's up to 150 now. Just 3 more goals to put this one away.
Esparza over to Langlois. Langlois is going to take a look at it. Nice tackle there from Mulcahy. But Langlois is going to shoot it. It's going to not go through. Sanchez is working on Das2. Goes around Das2. Langlois back out wide. He's going to be met with Mulcahy. Wants the Kites to slow down.
Two more goals or a catch would win it here for Boston. 3 more goals, sorry.
And we do see a change in the beater game. It's going to be Knowlton and Montero. Knowlton's going to make a good beat up top. So you need Cole an opportunity. Cole's going to get rid of it quickly. Cole's going to score. A nice beat there from Knowlton. Turnover at the top of the key. is going to allow another goal for Boston. Nice play there. Bento makes a dive at it, unable to come with a snitch. Bento now in for Boston, seeking.
Oh, and that's kind of lazy play you see at the end of a game where you just haven't played well. Going on 30 minutes here. Just a pass onto the wing there, and Luke Lungonis just doesn't handle it, goes out of bounds. Archibald looking all the way down for Justin Cole, and that will put them 1 goal away from a win. I think it's telling that even with that seeker concession that San Antonio made their little gambit, they haven't gotten any closer, actually. Grace Hester tries to push him out, but comes off brim. Oh, he slips it through from a tough angle.
And nice shot there by Vallejo.
But Archibald wants one more home run ball. He doesn't quite have it this time. McIntyre's reading the play.
Beamish, she's going to throw it. It's brought by... It's
Oh,
by
what a
Mulcahy.
beat by Naraki to save the game there. Oh, Cassie Reinhold has the catch for San Antonio. So nice grab there.
Cassie Reinhold coming up with a nice catch there. It's going to be 45 points to the Soldados, but it's not going to matter.
No. Yeah, they still got a long, long way to go. Boston's still on the doorstep.
But maybe a little bit of another little bit of a confidence boost for the Soldados. Even with all the time at the Snitch, none of the Boston Seekers were able to come up with it.
Well, they're calling that goal good as well. So it's a 55-point swing right there for San Antonio.
So we talked about those missed goals early in the game that Soldados had. We talked about some of the sloppy play that we've seen here. And it's 17 to 125 now. And you just think, wait, what if there's 2, what if there's 3, what if there's 4 possessions that you could have scored on?
Yeah, and there were.
There were. So expect that with a cleaner game, and maybe going to that 2-male set, the Soldados could really give Boston a game in game 2.
Yeah, I think this 12-minute stretch is really great for them. Great confidence boost.
Yeah, they basically had bludger control. They're now in a split set with Markle, by the way.
Yeah.
But they basically had bludger control since the Snitch has been.
Yeah, if you have a female as one of your 2 females as a seeker, as the Snitch is caught, you have to do a sub immediately during that timeout just to create general rule again. Great play by Daniel Williams, and now San Antonio's going to get to run. 170, 135.
Yeah, and this is where San Antonio's at their best when they get out and they run. They've just got so many athletes who can really make things happen. And this is going to force a switch here for Boston.
Yeah, we're getting the no mess around crew here from Boston. Pavon and Zoo flanked with the top line of the Boston Knight Riders, along with Justin Cole, who's still in the game. Watch control though with Daniel Williams and Jess Markle. This is a big chance for them to make something out of this.
Havlin going to beat out the point defender on lane.
Archibald just needs 1 shot.
Ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Daddy, keep the ball moving. Great fist, Max.
I'd like to see a little bit more side to side here from Costa. They're letting San Antonio keep it
Costa's
tight.
going to let it
rip.
rip.
He's beat long before. That's another turnover. Can they run in transition one more time? McIntyre definitely wants to. A big tackle there from Costa.
That's going to be a card here.
Yeah. That's going to be a second yellow.
Yeah.
Still 1 short.
But a heads up play for Costa. Taking the yellow card here, disallowing them to start running in transition. Taking card at the end of the game here, as long as he doesn't pick up a third, is going to be okay.
And of course, we don't have red cards that go that continue continue on to the next game or anything. So even if you got a red card, as long as they win, it wouldn't make a difference.
And a correct decision here from our ref to give him a yellow card. That was a goal-scoring opportunity, goal-scoring chance.
Yep, Daniel Williams running a 1.5 on Max Havlin.
And
Max
nice
Havlin
beat
did not care about
nice
his 1.5.
beat there from Havlin. Yeah. And now Archibald looking to run. He's got Langrenus up top. Zoo does not beat him out. Good pick there from Dastu. Great defense by Mel Kite there to wrap him up.
And they're even able to get blood control off of Lou Zoo in that possession.
Now Boston does not have its reset. Archibald's going to look for a shot. Archibald's going to shoot. Archibald's going to end this game.
And that was the problem San Antonio was always going to face with Archibald on the field. One shot is all Archibald was going to need. He hits one through the right hoop. Connor McIntyre also hit the turf hard. But yeah, I think a real confidence-boosting last 12, 13 minutes there from San Antonio. We'll see if they break out more two-male beater sets in the second game. We'll see if they can run their offense a little better, get in transition. But still, a dominant effort from Boston. They closed that game out in 20 minutes comfortably. So we'll wrap it up here. We'll be back for a quick interview with Boston Knight Riders, and we'll swing it back to Game 2 of Austin Outlaws versus the New York Titans.